Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Dr. K's Academy. My name is Engineer Rahman Khan. Let's start the part 2 of lecture number 9 of Building Construction Engineering. So, in part A, we discussed the surface rendering, and in types, we discussed only the plastering and its types. So, in part 2, we will discuss the pointing and its types briefly. Pointing. So, it is a technique of filling and finishing the joints of masonry with mortar to protect the joints from weather effect, improve durability, and enhance the appearance of the structure. So the final treatment with the cement or lime mortar made to the joints of the masonry to provide neat appearance is termed as pointing. And pointing is usually applied on external surface of the wall, and this the joints are roughly filled during the masonry construction. These joints are afterward neatly finished up to make them watertight. The mortar which we use in the pointing is richer than the cement plaster mortar. Purpose of pointing to make the masonry joints water resistant. So to protect the joints. So pointing seals the joints and prevent the entry of water, moisture, dust, and other harmful elements that can cause uh, destruction of the masonry. And the second purpose of the pointing is to increase durability. So it by strengthening the joints, pointing helps the wall withstand weathering, temperature changes, and other external effects. So it increases the overall life of the structure, and it improve the appearance of the wall surface. So well done pointing gives a neat and attractive finish to walls, enhancing the aesthetic look of the building. Repair and damage joints. So if the old mortar in the joints gets cracked or eroded, pointing repairs it, restoring the strength and appearance of the wall. And instead of rebuilding, pointing offers an economical way to maintain masonry structures. Suitability. So pointing is preferred over plastering when a smooth and even surface is not essential and natural beauty of the material is required. The wall material has enough weather resistance and the workmanship of the masonry wall is neat and good. So in that case, we are using pointing instead of plastering. Types of pointing. So there are different types of pointing. The first one is flush pointing, struck pointing, recessed pointing, V-groove pointing, weather pointing, key pointing, tuck pointing, bedded pointing. So we will discuss each in detail in the next slides. Flush pointing. So it is a type of pointing where the mortar is pressed hard into the masonry joints and then finished off flush level with the surface of the wall. So in this case, the joints are filled flush with the wall surface. You can see in the figure, it is flush to the wall surface. So since the joint are filled completely and smoothly, it does not allow water or dust to enter easily, and it gives a simple, clean, and strong finish. So this is the most common and simplest type of pointing, which is economical and durable. So it is considered more durable compared to decorative pointings. So flush pointing is widely used in walls exposed to heavy rains or severe weather because it offers a good protection. Second one is struck pointing. So it is a type of pointing where the mortar is pressed into the joints and then the base of the joint is finished with a sloping surface. So in this type, the face of the mortar joints, instead of keeping it vertical, its upper side is kept 12 mm inside the face of the masonry, and the bottom surface is flush with the face of the wall. So this pointing has a better effect of throwing rainwater, and it adds a little shadow effect to the wall, giving a slight decorative appearance, and it helps to improve the durability of masonry work. Number third one is resist pointing. So in this type of pointing where the motor is pressed back, mean pushed inside. So in this type of pointing, the face of the motor is pressed in the joints but keeping the surface of the motor vertical within the joints. You can see this is the uh, in vertical form. So this type of pointing is suitable for good quality masonry work with straight edges and sharp corners. So it gives a very neat and modern look. Often prefer and decorative brickwork makes the individual brick or stones stand out more clearly. You can see in the figure, improving the architectural beauty of the wall, and it reduces the chances of mortar being washed away because the recessed shape gives extra protection from dark rain and less exposure to wind. And it highly durable if done properly, especially when strong mortar is used. V groove pointing. So in this type of pointing, where the motor in the joint is shaped into a V shape, you can see it is a V shape groove using a special tool after it is filled. So it provides a strong bond because the motor is tightly packed, and this groove act is a pathway for water to drain, reducing the chances of water collecting in the joints, and it gives a very neat decorative appearance, making it popular for architectural brickwork, and it helps highlight the pattern of brick or stone masonry clearly. So it has good appearance which is generally recommended for brickwork in government buildings. Weather pointing. So this is similar to V pointing, but in this case, instead of pressing a V-shaped groove inside, it is projected outside. You can see in the figure it is outside projecting on the wall surface. So this type of pointing is generally recommended for a superior brickwork, and it prevents water from entering the joints because the sloping surface quickly shed rainwater, increasing the life of the masonry by protecting it from moisture and erosion, and it also gives a clean and uniform appearance to the wall. Number six one is key pointing. So it is a type of pointing where after filling the joints with mortar flush to the surface, then a groove or key is made into the mortar along the center line of the joint using a small tool, usually shaped like a half round rod. So in this, a circular piece of steel tool is pressed and rubbed in the middle of joints. So, uh, and it provides a strong mechanical bond because of the groove, making the joints more durable. The key or groove helps direct water away and reduces cracking, and it gives a neat and attractive appearance, often used for decorative machinery. Second one is tuck pointing. So in this type of pointing, the joint is first filled up flush, and then a square groove is formed immediately in the center of the motor joint. After that, the joint is then filled or tucked with white lime putty. So you can see this white lime putty. So it improves appearance by making the masonry look neat, precise, and finely jointed. It restores old or damaged masonry, making it look fresh and new. It adds a decorative, elegant look to brickwork often seen in historic or classical buildings. Number eight one is beaded pointing. So in this type of pointing, where the motor joint is finished with a raised, rounded bead that stick out slightly from the base of the wall. So uh, the joint is filled with mortar projecting from the surface of wall. So the shape may be circular, V shape or square. So it adds a distinct and attractive appearance to brick or stone walls, and it highlights the pattern of the masonry, making the joint stands out. And if properly maintained, it can also protect the joint by shedding rainwater.